Ding dong YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Jobless Coder, and there is a debate raging all day long on Twitter over universal basic income in Canada. That is because an account named Wall Street Silver posted a video where they claimed that the Canadian Senate is currently debating a bill in Canada that would provide people with $2,000 a month income regardless of whether they're employed or not, regardless of their current level of income. And I wanted to address this universal basic income because I support UBI full stop. And I will tell you the reason for that. It's actually quite simple. The reason that I support a universal basic income, at least the concept of it, is that not everyone who wants a job can have a job. There are a wide variety of reasons and factors that limit people in getting work, whether it's medical related or mental illness related. Now, yeah, there's certain programs like ACE here in Alberta that can assist people, but it's primarily for physical disability, like if you're in a wheelchair or something. But you can still get a job at a movie theater or something. I've seen people before that work at movie theaters in a wheelchair. But for mental illness, here in this country, you get fucked. Absolutely fucked. If you're mentally ill, it's like, no, there's absolutely no assistance for you in that side of the health aspect. The other thing is that if you apply to a job, you're not getting necessarily guaranteed to get it. So everyone always assumes, oh, you're just this lazy piece of shit that wants handouts from the government. It's like, well, what if you applied and you applied and you applied and you applied and you got denied everything everywhere? It took me 4 years of smashing my face against the wall to get the job that I have now. So here is my proposal. This is the only alternative that I would accept to a universal basic income. I call it a universal basic job. Anyone who applies to a job gets a job. Period. End of story. Full stop. That would be the solution. And under that solution, if you apply to a job and you don't have the skills for that job, then you get trained to do the job by the company. Companies would be legally required to train you. And I'm not just talking like, oh, kitchen work, we're going to train you to wash dishes, we're going to train you to be a chef in the kitchen. I'm talking Microsoft. If you apply to a job at Microsoft and you don't know anything about coding, Microsoft will train you to code. Now, if you undergo that training and you still can't figure it out because your brain just doesn't operate on that level, then okay, sure, you can't have that job. But you need to have the opportunity presented to you to get that training. But companies don't want to do that, no. Under my proposal of a universal basic job, then essentially degrees would be irrelevant because the company is going to train you. And like I said, if you can't follow that training, someone who isn't good at math or doesn't like doing math isn't going to apply for a job at Microsoft anyways because that's not the stuff that interests them. So under the universal basic job program, degrees would be irrelevant. Also, job interviews themselves would become obsolete because it would be illegal for a company to deny you a job that you have applied for. But, no one wants to, oh, we're stopping. But, y'all don't want that solution. So as long as you don't want that solution, you can fuck right off with your anti-UBI rhetoric. That is why I support it, full stop.